Welcome to Quiet Wealth Lab. Today, we are going to talk about something that affects almost everyone. How to save money every single month, even when your income feels too small to set anything aside. If you have ever felt like saving is only for people who earn a lot, this presentation is going to change your mind. We will walk through practical, proven strategies that work no matter where you live or how much you make. By the end of this session, you will have a clear action plan you can start using today. So let us dive in. Let us start with a reality check. 78% of workers worldwide are living paycheck to paycheck. That means most people are not saving, and it is not because they do not want to. Here is the good news. Even saving just $50 a month can grow to over $15,000 in 10 years with compound interest. That is real, life-changing money. And the number one barrier to saving is not your income level. It is your habits. The strategies we are about to cover focus on building better money habits, not earning more money. The very first step is awareness. You cannot fix what you cannot see. So for the next 30 days, I want you to write down every single expense. You can use a free budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or even a simple notebook. The tool does not matter. Consistency does. Once you have your data, sort everything into 3 categories: needs, wants, and savings. This will reveal your spending patterns and help you identify your top 3 spending leaks, the areas where money slips away without you noticing. Most people are shocked when they see how much goes to small, forgettable purchases. That awareness alone can save you hundreds each month. Now that you know where your money goes, let us give it structure. The 50-30-20 rule is one of the simplest budgeting frameworks out there, and it works at any income level. 50% of your income goes to needs: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, and healthcare. These are the essentials you cannot skip. 30% goes to wants: dining out, entertainment, shopping, and subscriptions. These are the things that make life enjoyable but are not strictly necessary. And 20% goes to savings, your emergency fund, debt payoff, investments, and future goals. Now, if 20% feels like a stretch right now, do not worry. Start with just 5% and increase by 1% each month. The key is to start, not to be perfect. Here is where things get interesting. There are expenses hiding in your budget right now that you have probably forgotten about. I call them invisible expenses. First, audit your subscriptions. If you have not used a service in the last 30 days, cancel it. This alone can save you $10 to $50 a month. Second, look at your bank and ATM fees. Switch to a no-fee account and use in-network ATMs. That saves another $5 to $20 monthly. Third, impulse purchases. Try the 48-hour rule. When you want to buy something non-essential, wait 2 days. You will be surprised how often the urge passes. This can save $30 to $100 a month. While, finally, consider swapping premium brands for store brands on staple items. The quality is often identical, and you can save 20 to 60% on those purchases. Food is the single biggest area where small changes add up fast. For most households, groceries are one of the top 3 monthly expenses. Start by planning your meals before you shop. When you walk into a store without a plan, you buy on impulse. A simple weekly meal plan can cut your grocery bill by 20 to 30%. Buy seasonal and local produce. It is fresher, tastier, and significantly cheaper than out-of-season imports. Batch cooking is another game-changer. Spend a couple of hours on the weekend preparing meals for the week. You will eat healthier, waste less food, and avoid expensive takeout. And always compare unit prices, not package prices. The bigger box is not always the better deal. This is my favorite strategy, and it is the one that makes the biggest long-term difference. Automate your savings so you never have to rely on willpower. Step 1. Set up a recurring transfer on payday. Even if it is just $10, make it automatic. Money you never see is money you never spend. Step 2. Keep your savings in a separate account. ideally at a different bank. The extra friction of transferring money back makes you think twice before dipping into savings. Step 3. Increase the amount gradually. Every few months, raise your automatic transfer by just 1%. You will barely notice the difference in your daily spending, but your savings will grow significantly over time. An emergency fund is your financial safety net, and building one should be your first savings priority. Without it, one unexpected expense can wipe out months of progress. Start with Goal 1. Save $500. This covers minor emergencies like a car repair, a medical copay, or a broken appliance. Once you hit that, aim for Goal 2. 1 full month of basic living expenses. This gives you breathing room if your income dips or you face a larger unexpected cost. The ultimate target is Goal 3, 3 months of expenses. This is your full safety net, enough to cover a job loss or major life disruption without going into debt. Remember, you do not need to reach these goals overnight. Even $5 or $10 a week gets you there. The important thing is to start. One of the biggest myths about saving money is that it means giving up everything fun. That is simply not true. There are incredible ways to enjoy life without spending much at all. Look into free community events. Libraries, parks, local festivals, and cultural centers often host activities that cost nothing. Nature is free. Hiking, cycling, picnics, and outdoor exploration give you big experiences at zero cost. Want to grow personally? There are thousands of free online courses, YouTube tutorials, and language exchange communities waiting for you. At home, try game nights, cook together with friends, or share streaming accounts. Creative hobbies like drawing, writing, gardening, and making music have very low startup costs. And do not underestimate volunteering. You give your time, build community connections, and often gain valuable new skills, all for free. Smart money habits are not a modern invention. Cultures around the world have been practicing creative savings strategies for generations. Let me share some of my favorites. In Japan, the Kakeibo method involves journaling every purchase. It builds mindful spending awareness and helps you reflect on whether each expense truly added value to your life. In Nigeria, Ajo or Isusu are rotating savings groups where friends pool money together and take turns collecting the full amount. It combines social accountability with disciplined saving. India has a long tradition of chit funds and gold savings, community-based savings pools, and investing in gold as a store of value and security. In Mexico, Tandas works similarly to the Nigerian system, informal savings circles that build discipline through social commitment. In the UK and Europe, Roundup apps automatically save the spare change from every card purchase. It is effortless and adds up quickly. And across Southeast Asia, the cash envelope system is still widely used, dividing physical cash into labeled envelopes for each spending category to stay on budget. Now let us talk about why all of this matters so much. Small savings today turn into surprisingly large numbers tomorrow, thanks to the compound effect. If you save just $5 a day, that is the cost of one coffee or snack. That adds up to over $1,800 a year. Saving $50 a month, invested at an average 7% return, grows to $18,000 in 15 years. And $100 a month? With compound interest over 25 years, that becomes $120,000. These are not fantasy numbers. This is basic math working in your favor. The only requirement is that you start, and that you stay consistent. Time is the most powerful ingredient in building wealth. We have covered a lot of ground today, and I want to leave you with 4 simple actions you can take this week to start your savings journey. First, track your spending. Just for this week, write down everything you spend. Awareness is where transformation begins. Second, set up one automatic transfer. Even if it is just $5 or $10, make saving effortless. Third, cancel one unused subscription today. Go through your bank statement and find one thing you are paying for but not using. And fourth, Share this with someone who needs it. Financial literacy grows when we pass it on. Remember, every journey to financial freedom begins with one small step. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to start. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.